season is basically on the line in week 3 if you're Miami. I mean, think about that for a second, Sam. Their season is essentially at stake with this game tonight in Buffalo, and there's a damn good chance that Mike McDaniel's job is at risk. And we had Chris Perkins on the show yesterday. I was going to play it and then I forgot. But Chris Perkins was on the show on Tuesday. It's all right. Nobody cares. Chris Perkins of the Sun Sentinel, their fantastic Dolphins columnist, was on the show. If you want to see what he said, go to the YouTube channel, Sports Wrap with Jason Page YouTube channel. We have a Sports Wrap short there where you can see where he basically said this all sets up for Mike McDaniel being fired if they get blitzed tonight. If they lose, 31-14, which is extremely possible, even 31-17. You get a garbage touchdown late from Miami to make it 31-17. He could see with the 11-day break in between this game and the next that Mike McDaniel is out of a job. Will this be the last time we see Mike McDaniel on a sideline for the Dolphins, Sam Yarnell?
I think that obviously, the Sun Sentinel for years has done great coverage of the Miami Dolphins, and I think that they are, one of the premier outlets down there, and it's a great take. It is. Mike, think about how everything has gone wrong in the last 10 months for this football team. And I know, there's a Tua injury sprinkled in there and a revamping of the offense mixed in as well. And then you add a touch of Jonnu Smith being the number one option in an offense that had Tyreek Hill for like 6 weeks of a season. And you get this freshly, and then you add Tyreek Hill saying all the crap he did about the entire organization, and then you add Tua talking to the media before this season about how his relationship with the team's best offensive weapon is completely severed. You end up with this giant baked cake of just horrible toxicity and one of the worst environments seemingly in the NFL. So, I was actually doing a guest hit on a podcast before the season started, and they asked me, they said, Sam, who is your one person to watch in the NFL this year? And I originally had a coach who I thought might end up in the next hiring cycle, and then I changed it to Chris Greer. And the reason was exactly because of where we are right now. It's because every bell and whistle was going off before the season even started about the kind of culture that was brewing down in Miami. 2 weeks into the season, almost 3 games, we've seen that the product on field pretty much matches what we thought of that locker room, and that just spells getting a coach fired.